If you're like most people here who love interior design, you face this dilemma. You'd like to start making money from your interior design talents, but you don't have the time to start the side business necessary to bring in enough income so that you can leave your 9-to-5 job. You have this urge to make it happen, but not the time or space to pull it off. If that's you, then today's episode is really going to help you out. I'm going to share with you the 3 steps to building a profitable interior design business, even if you're super busy. Let's discuss. Welcome to episode 6 of the MOOC Interior Design for Business channel, where I'm going to help you transform your passion for interior design and turn it into a profitable business. I'm your host, Angela Drakeford, and I'm so excited to share some time with you today. So thanks for hanging out with me for a little while. If you're listening on Apple Podcast or Spotify, thank you so much for all the reviews. Keep it up, as it really means a lot. And if you're watching here on YouTube, thanks for all the great comments and the likes. I see you. I love the comments and conversations we're having and the messages I get from you. It really means a lot to see that this content is really resonating with you. So, are you really busy? Raise your hand if you are. I'm really busy. There's always something going on, whether it's kids, whether it's work, whether it's friends, family, personal commitments. There's a lot to do. There's a lot going on, so it can seem overwhelming. And I don't know if you ace content like this on starting your own interior design business, or you're a mix of excited or overwhelmed, as it's just like, when am I going to implement all these ideas? I'm too busy. But we're going to talk about that today, and I'm going to give you 3 practical steps that you can follow to launch or grow your interior design business, even if you're really busy. Even if you only have 30 minutes a day, well, we're going to talk about that today and walk you through that. But before we do, I want to give you something so that you can start downloading it and have it on your computer or your phone, just in case you don't get all the way through this episode. And that is a step-by-step checklist to launch your interior design business. It's my 30-day business income jumpstart. This is a 7-part step-by-step plan so that you can go from 0 income to your first paying client easily in the next 30 days. And what you'll have done is built a solid foundation to your business so that you can start bringing in clients regularly, because it's the business model that I am using for both of my businesses. It's the same foundation. It gets you a quick start and it gets you ready to go and starts putting money into your pocket. So I want you to download this really simple, really easy to follow PDF. It's free, it's helpful, it's fun, and my students are using it and getting their first clients in their first 30 days. So just go to mooc-masterclass.com/checklist, or you can just click the link below in the video to download it. So the question is, you're really busy. How do you get this thing going? How do you do all the stuff that you're reading about or learning about? I hear you. When it comes down to success in business, when time is tight, you've got to understand these 3 words: efficiency, prioritization, and simplicity. Efficiency, prioritization, and simplicity, okay? This was something that made sense to me and was something that resonated with me on a business mentorship I did quite a while back. What matters is that you only do the minimum amount that is effective to reach your goal. The needle turning tasks that will take your business from A to B, okay? Everything in between is just fluff. Fluff that won't bring clients in. Fluff that won't make you money. Now, if you have 5 hours a day to spend on choosing the right colour for your branding, or hours a day writing content for your social media, well, that's great, but these aren't the things that will get you from zero to paying customers quickly. It's wasteful to do more than what is needed to reach your goals, especially when time is scarce. And by watching this, then I'm assuming that you're super busy. You need to launch this business and start putting income in your pocket. And all you have is the equivalent of 30 minutes a day, which is about 3 hours a week. Then efficiency, prioritization, and simplicity are going to be the 3 best words for you. It's so important. And that's how I built both of my businesses, is through efficiency, prioritization, and simplicity. At the time, I was a solo mum of 2 young boys, raising them literally by myself, working a full-time job where I was leaving the house at 7 in the morning and not getting home by 7 in the evening, and had very little time to put aside to get the wheels in motion to start a business. Okay, so what is efficiency, prioritization, and simplicity? These 3 steps. You ready? Let's get started. So efficiency. If you type into Google the definition, it comes up with this. Efficiency refers to the ability to accomplish a task or achieve a goal with the least waste of time and effort. Okay, it's all about maximizing output with minimum resources. So it's all about the quickest method of completing a task using the minimal amount of input while still achieving your goals. Okay, so how do we implement efficiency when we're starting our interior design business? How do you know what's efficient and what's not when it comes to the needle turning tasks of setting everything up? Now, if you're just starting out, you probably don't know what these tasks are, or you might have an idea of a few, but not all of them. So I'm going to tell you what these 5 tasks are. They're called the 5-step principle method, which I teach a lot about, and they're what I implemented in my businesses to make them what they are today. So these are building a brand, marketing your business and services, setting your prices, putting the systems in place for your business to run smoothly, and then delivering your projects efficiently and effectively. Now, when we're talking about efficient, we're talking about not taking weeks to decide on your business name or which colour you're going to use in your logo. Yes, there are processes which are really good to follow, but not necessary to get perfect straight away. I heard this saying recently from a guy named Daniel Priestley, which is prolific beats perfect. Now, I'm going to say that again. Prolific beats perfect. This means getting something done and out there, even if it's not perfect, is better than not getting anything out there at all. So for example, if your logo is green to align with your eco-friendly designs and ideal client, it doesn't matter if it's dark green or a few shades lighter at this stage. It's about getting something that is aligned with your and your ideal client's values, rather than taking weeks to decide on the exact colour or fonts or whatever it is. Because if you don't do this, you will never get anything out and still be in the same position you are now in 6 months or a year's time. Trust me, I've seen this happen so many times. The students who get things out there, even if they're not perfect in the first hit, see results way faster than those who take weeks to decide on a colour, for example. Now, the next part is prioritization. Now, you could argue that this is similar to efficiency, but I'd strongly disagree with this. Prioritization concentrates on what tasks should be tackled first, based on their importance or impact, whereas efficiency focuses on how tasks are completed when aiming to achieve the highest possible output in the least amount of time. You see the difference? So let's go back to the 5-step principle method we spoke about earlier. Building a brand, marketing your business and services, setting your prices, putting the systems in place for your business to run smoothly, and then delivering your projects efficiently and effectively. Now, I've made this step really easy for you because I've put all the key tasks in the correct order of prioritization so that you can be both efficient, you see what I'm saying, and in the right order of priority, which you need to get them done. There's no point in having everything set up and being able to deliver your projects efficiently and effectively if you haven't done your branding or marketing. If this cog is turning before your branding cog or marketing cog, then you're wasting your time and energy on something that isn't a priority at this point. You see what I'm saying? If you haven't started your marketing and getting the ball rolling to start bringing in paying clients, then having your project delivery set up and ready to go is a waste of time at this point. Now, don't get me wrong, all the 5 steps need to be in place to be able to run a successful business, but we're talking about prioritizing your time here because time is scarce at the moment. You're probably already working a 9-to-5 job and maybe have a family to sort out and loads of other commitments and have very little time on your hands right now. But if your dream or your end goal is to make a self-sufficient and, let's be honest, a really good income with a flexible work pattern and doing something that you love, which is interior design, then this is the quickest way you're going to get from where you are now to where you want to be. Okay, so the last step is simplicity. We all love simplicity. Who loves a simple life? I do, for sure. So how do you make this process simple? There looks like there's a lot of things to do and overwhelm starts creeping in again. How am I going to get all this done? Well, here's the secret. Break it down. Break it down into sizable bite-sized chunks. 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, whatever time you have, but break it down so that every day you can achieve something that will start pushing your business forward. Those small needle-turning tasks that will over time start mounting up to big ticket tasks, which you can really start ticking off and seeing the results. Now, the best way to do this is to write it down. Write the 5 steps into big titles. And then underneath each section, start to write down the tasks that you need to do. And I don't just mean do my logo. I mean break those individual tasks down into all the tasks that need to get that part done. So for example, if you're looking at your logo, first you need to decide on your ideal customer. Who are the people you want to work with? Next is to choose a name which aligns with your ideal customer. Then maybe a tagline, then the colours you want to use, then maybe a small graphic, and then the font. Write all these items down, all the things that you need to do to get one of these tasks completed, and then give yourself a deadline for each of these tasks. Say 30 minutes and stick to that deadline. Remember that prolific beats perfect. You can tinker with it later when you have paying customers and you have more time, but for now, stick to your deadlines. Then as soon as that task is completed, cross it off and move on to the next task. Do you know how good it feels when you cross something off your list? I love it, and sometimes I even add something to my list, even if I've already done it, just for the satisfaction of crossing it off. And then over time, over a week, over a month, you will start to notice those needle-turning tasks, the tasks that are really going to make a difference to your business and your life will start reaping their rewards. So there you have it. Efficiency, prioritization, and simplicity. The 3 words that changed my business and life, and they can change yours too, from being where you are now to being where you want to be. I hope that was super helpful, and if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments below, as I do see them and I'm really happy to help out wherever I can. And remember, if you haven't already, to download the essential checklist to transform your passion for interior design into a profitable business by either going to mooc-masterclass.com/checklist or just click the link below the video as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.